The EEC seeks to promote ethics in public service and ensures that the state's business is conducted with efficiency, transparency, fairness, and integrity. The EEC is an independent 9-person commission whose members are appointed by the Governor, Attorney General, Secretary of State, Treasurer, and Comptroller. The EEC's jurisdiction extends to employees of the executive branch, traditional state agencies and boards, as well as state universities and the regional transit boards. Select the next tab to learn more. The EEC has a number of responsibilities, including conducting hearings and issuing determinations related to the Ethics Act, appointing special executive inspectors general, providing independent oversight of the state procurement process, and overseeing training for state employees under its jurisdiction. The EEC is also responsible for the preparation, redaction, and discretionary publication of OEIG and other Executive Inspectors General summary reports, which are an invaluable tool in promoting transparency and deterring future employee misconduct. For additional information about the EEC or its decisions and procedures, visit its website. Select the next tab to learn more. The EEC may impose penalties for violations of the Ethics Act. Penalties may include administrative action up to and including termination of employment. Internally, penalties range from discipline to dismissal. Externally, penalties could result in financial or criminal prosecution, depending on the nature and extent of the violation of law or policy. Gifts are often given and received to commemorate special occasions. Under the Ethics Act, the term gift encompasses much more than the nicely wrapped box and bow you may be envisioning right now. Both the Ethics Act and Executive Order 1509, also known as EO 1509, provide detail regarding gift acceptance by state and public university employees. Per the Ethics Act, gifts are defined as gratuities, discounts, entertainment, hospitality, loans, forbearance, items with monetary value, honoraria received in connection with university employment. EO 1509 is more restrictive than the Ethics Act. Select the Prohibited Sources tab to learn more. A prohibited source is any individual or entity that conducts or seeks to conduct business with the university or any other state agency. Current vendors, along with their spouses and immediate family members living with those vendors, are classified as prohibited sources. Any individual or business seeking official action or who has interests that may be substantially affected by the performance or non-performance of the official duties of a university employee or the university would also be considered a prohibited source. Article 10 of the Ethics Act restricts employees of the university or any state agency, as well as their immediate family members living with them, from intentionally accepting or soliciting gifts from prohibited sources, unless the gift meets one of the exceptions defined in the law and is not further restricted by EO 1509. This means you and any family members in your household, including spouses, partners, and children, would be subject to the gift ban restrictions. That seems intense, but it's important to keep in mind we are only restricted from accepting gifts given by a prohibited source. Generally, any vendor of the university would also be classified as a prohibited source. A common example of a prohibited source in a university setting that you may not necessarily think of right away would be an organization or professional society for which membership dues or subscriptions are paid by the university. When you're ready, select the Additional Restrictions tab to learn more about exceptions to the gift ban. Executive Order 1509 is more restrictive than the Ethics Act and does not allow for the acceptance of any gifts in your capacity as a public university employee, regardless of value, unless the gift is specifically identified as an exception. Additionally, EO 1509 restricts meal acceptance to only those meals that are of de minimis value and are served at a business meeting or reception attended by the employee as part of their official duties. Select the Exceptions tab to continue. Earlier, it was mentioned gifts from prohibited sources are not allowed unless one of the exceptions within the Ethics Act is met. When one of the exceptions is met, a university employee may accept the gift without further action. There are 12 exceptions allowing employees to solicit or accept gifts from prohibited sources. The 9 most commonly occurring exceptions in the university environment are listed here.